Hey, family. Have you recently found yourself questioning whether you're on the right path? Do you sense that life has more to offer than the daily grind of working and paying bills? Have you ever felt like you're not fully aligned with life's purpose, as if something essential is really missing from your life? If you're pondering where to start on a journey of self-discovery, keep watching, because today I will be sharing 7 valuable tips to help you embark on a path toward realizing God's vision for your life. Today, I want to share 7 tips to start working on God's vision for your life. This can help you get closer to discovering your purpose. And think of me as your chief encouragement officer, bringing you firsthand expertise and guiding you to a blueprint that can help get you started in the right direction. So let's get started. Tip 1, inquire of the blueprint. God has a blueprint or intelligent design plan that is created just for you, and each one of us has one. So ask him, go to him in prayer and ask, what is your plan for my life, God? And learn what he has in mind. And when he made you, he had it in mind. So learn what it is he has designed for you. Get the original plan from God for your life and not anyone else, okay? Tip 2, get clarity and direction. This requires some awareness and emotional intelligence. Asking the question and praying. Praying is important, and then journaling. Journaling is important. When you get a vision of God's purpose, continue to seek guidance that will give you that push forward and keep you moving in the right direction for his provisions. And remember, God uses everyone. And remember also that God speaks through other people. So remember, listen for the cues, and then also reading the word of God in devotionals. They speak to our spirit, and they speak to that question you may have. Tip 3 is write it down. You've got a vision. Now it's time to get a plan. An action plan is a documented desire, which is hopefully a desire that God has planted in your heart. Right? Not something you made up in your head and something to say, oh, I can do this because such and such is doing that. Really take the time to sit with yourself and sit with God and get the plan, like really get the plan and start writing it down. Whatever comes to you, write that thing down. And this will put a little bit of pressure on you to get work in the right direction, advance to the next level, okay? And that will help you start to manifest that next that God wants for you. Tip 4, take action steps daily. I always say, dream big, focus small. That means you got a big dream, baby. You got to focus small, break it down in small chunks so you can make it there. And that means daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, and then into the 3 to 5 year plan. But create an action plan. And those are the items that you plan to work on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. And this can be one of the most stressful times of the process, but it is definitely worth doing, breaking it down. Then you can have that plan in your heart that you can say, God has developed and helped me develop this plan. And now I got a 30, 60, 90 day window that I'm working in, and it gives you momentum. You continue to build that up, okay? Tip 5, develop an accountability team. This is so critical. If I say nothing else to you today, remember nothing else, walk away with this. You have got to have a tribe. You don't have to have just one tribe. You can have multiple tribes, but you got to have people that love you, push you up, are going to make you feel good when you're around them. Not people you struggling to be in their space and you know secretly they don't really like you, or they're saying something behind your back. That's not your tribe. That's another podcast. But the tribe you need are the people that are going to lift you up, love on you, and tell you what you're great at, and help you cultivate the plan, and pour into you, and pray with you, and be there for you, and stand in the gap with you. That's your tribe. And if you don't have a tribe, then start with me. You can always hit me up on voemetoday@gmail.com, because I can help you start the tribe. I can be your tribe. I can be your accountability partner. So whatever it is that you're seeking and you don't have, continue to work on getting those people in place for you so that you can have that type of life where you plug into different tribes and be able to move fluently through the world and allow God to use you in that space. I love it. Assembling an entourage of visionary, what I call visionary accountability partners. And this is going to keep your vision in front of you, and it's going to prevent you from telling yourself those stories of, I don't think I'm good enough, or I can't do this, or it's too big, or the dream's too big, or just really not from God. It's going to prevent you from doing all of that. Okay, you need a tribe. You need people to help you, pray with you, move in that. And I'm going to belabor the point a little bit, because I know how important it is to have that in your world, right? And some people have, like I say, acquaintances, but they don't have a tribe. That's different. So I want you to start to think about what that looks like. Tip 6 is move in the direction of the vision until you get the red light. Okay, if you're moving in the direction and you just keep moving and you got green lights all the way, good. But sometimes you're going to get a red light, and that means I'm going to need you to move in a different direction. So start moving forward, being careful to take God on the journey with you, because that's important. Not just go off half-cocked on this journey, when you really need to take God's hand and go step by step with him. Be watchful for it, because if you get a red light, adhere to that and get the guidance on what to do next through prayer, reading the word, and get some course correction. And that's okay, because that means you're on the right path. Sometimes there's a stop and go. Sometimes it flows. But you got to understand that part of the process is to make you strong in the process, right? As you're moving in the process, you're understanding this is strengthening my muscles, the things that I need to strengthen, resilience, bounce back ability, all of that comes along with the plan. Tip number 7, and it is the last tip: refine as you move forward with your insight. Your purpose is fixed, but your plans are not, right? You may have to go back to the drawing board, and that's okay, to figure out the plan as you get more revelation. Like, I can use Voices of Encouragement as an example. We started out doing one thing, and now we have multiple capabilities across the board doing a lot of things. And what that looked like first for me was God planted the seed in my heart was to help women, encourage them, empower them, give them insight, give them direction, be a cold cup of water when they need somebody to push them up. So we did that with the empowerment workshops. Then we pivoted and went online and ended up having an encouragement cafe, virtual, for women to be able to plug into. And then that turned into coaching. And then coaching turned into workforce development. And then workforce development turned into training and development. So there's so many things that God can use, but you got to start somewhere. And knowing that you're on your purpose feels like you're pulling in the right direction. It fills that cup up, and it fills your heart up. And you know, without a shadow of a doubt, when you wake up in the morning, that God has purposed you to do the thing that you are designed to do. So recognize that. And don't be afraid to refine the plan. If you got a plan, don't be afraid to sit down and refine the plan, because sometimes we need to refine it. And I'm sharing this with you because this weekend I'm going away on a spiritual retreat by myself to refine the plan. We're at the last quarter of the year, and I know that God has big plans for us next year, and where the business is going to go and how we're going to flow, how many people we can help, how many women need to be helped and pushed up and motivated and educated. And so my goal is to sit down and refine the strategic plan that I developed many years ago and refine that to make it grow within the next 3 to 5 years, what we can do to make the world a better place, literally make the world a better place by helping people. So that's a wrap. 7 tips to help you discover your purpose. It is, I hope, helped you, within the next 3, 6 months to a year. I want you to really sit down and map out what that looks like. I want you to keep working on it. I want you to cultivate it. I want you to plug into the people that you know that can help you. And God does have a purpose and a plan for you. So believe that. And guess what? You're good enough. You can do this thing. And it's a wrap. If you've enjoyed this podcast, remember to share, like, and leave a comment and subscribe and tell a friend. And I want you to mark your calendars for the Encouragement Cafe Empowerment Virtual Workshop, annual virtual vision board workshop. It's so important. These vision boards are coming up. Can you believe we're at the end of the year when the last quarter is crazy? So I want you to mark your calendar. It's going to happen on Thursday, December the 28th from 7 to 8:30. We will get together like we do every year for our vision board direction and guidance and all of that. And I'll be sending out some pre-work that you need to do before you get on the call. For the listening audience, I really want you to know, as a confidence and master mindset coach, my passion lies in assisting women in discovering and embracing their inner strength. So I offer a range of services, including personalized coaching, educational resources, training programs, mentoring opportunities, empowerment workshops, and networking events, which has catered to women all over the world. We're very proud of that. And for those who are looking to take a deeper dive into personal growth, you have the option to engage on a one-on-one coaching session with me or become part of a supportive mastermind group. Again, you can plug into a tribe through Voices of Encouragement. I proudly present the Beyond the Workshop ICE coaching and consulting services designed to guide individuals seeking a profound mindset shift and transformational experience. You can email me at voemetoday@gmail.com, and you can also go to our website on voicesoфencouragement.com. And until we meet again, Ephesians 4:1. Walk worthy of the call for which you were called.